Hey, Robert Guitron, Joe Aguilar. Hey, want you to see your Google Analytics. It was the same login I already had, so I was able to pull this up. It looks like everything was still there on the page. Since she kept the same page and just updated the page, all of the tracking was working fine. You can see here that your site performs better than average on Chrome compared to like Safari. It performs less. So, but hey, that's not a big deal. I mean, not a lot of people aren't using that. But let's take a look at this thing so you can kind of see. This right here is your performance for September 1 through 30th. And this just tells you, the activity a little bit. But here's what we want to concentrate. So we had 81 users. So out of the 95 clicks that we paid to get people to come to the site, and we want to change that to paying for conversions only, but we have to have enough traffic to qualify for that. That's coming. But 81, and then we had indication of 85 people that were on the site that were active. 81 actually were involved. So number of sessions was 1.1 times. Page views 104. That's good. Pages. They barely went through one page, and average session duration is 11 seconds. So there's got to be something engaging. So I would take a look at Hippo, Lemonade, all those quoting tools that are there, because they're not spending a whole lot of time. If we're in the middle of the hunt of all of that insurance traffic, which you're kind of losing ground a little bit because of budget, everybody's blowing up a little bit for last quarter, then you could be getting the worst calls and the worst shoppers. You want the better calls, the better shoppers, by being in the prime area of those people looking. You want to be prevalent, right? And then when they get to your site, you want it to be relevant, right? And so the point is, this 11 seconds, what's happening that they're catching this ad, and it's talking about farmers, best coverage, best rates, homeowners, everything, competing against everybody. How they're landing to a page that's supposedly saying the same thing and bouncing off of it, right? Because this is a kind of high. In the glory days, 40% was the magic number, right? Meaning 60% of the people would stay on our page. Because of the increased amount of traffic in the quadrillions, right? Globally, then 75 to 80 is acceptable today. Which means you're trying to convert out of 25-30% of the traffic, which is better than mail and pretty much everything out there, radio, TV. So the whole point is it's a little high for what it should be. New visitors is 91% at the 81, right? So that's cool. A couple things to take away from that is, I would challenge the ads that I'm doing if the data didn't show what it showed. In this case, I want to kind of challenge maybe the setup of the page. I like it. Nicole's made websites for my clients, but we have to take a look at what the other sites are doing in the way of convertibility. In other words, when they get there, what is it? What does it look like? How does it function? What does it look like? How does it function on mobile? If it's all good, then we'll need to go in and tweak the ads, but I hate to do that because you actually ran decent numbers at a decent budget. You might just be shooting yourself in the foot by not doing enough budget because the competition's so high. Because you'll wind up getting the lesser quality traffic just because you're not coming up as fast. If you're not on that first page, first segment of searches, and you get the people that have scrolled down a page or two, right? Typically, the people that are hot right now, need coverage, have the need for your service and product, they're going to the top of that page and activating. First week of this month, you've lost that ground. So we definitely need to increase the budget. All right. So take a look at what I sent you, and let's have a discussion. These numbers aren't atrocious. And if you compare, like I did a little look at previous comparisons. August, you actually had higher traffic going to the site before she made the rendition, or it was some other site, I think it was, because you've got quite a few accounts in here. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I looked at the residential page. I think it was the Wizard and or commercial that was getting quite a bit of traffic. I guess you're driving advertising dollars there. So let's talk about what this could really do for you if we were to give it some real attention, budget, and love, right? Thanks a lot.